Johnny, I love you. Oh, look at you. Look how big you are. You're so handsome, Johnny, my boy. Oh.
Mrs. Stockton, I'm Alice Horton. I'm a friend of Dr. Evans's. We weren't expecting you until later today.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry, Mrs. Horton. I am early. I wanted to see my little boy, and I just couldn't wait. It's been such a long time.
Well, I was planning to take him over to my house for a while so that you and Dr. Evans could have your talk.
I know. Mr. Horton told me. Oh, look. Look, Johnny.
Mikey! I know I didn't lose you.
No, I saved him for you, hon.
I'm going to take Johnny over to the Hortons now.
All right. I'll try to get Mickey back here.
Thanks. Mrs. Stockton, hello, I'm Roman Brady.
Yes, I'm glad to meet you.
Yes. Look, I was going to take Johnny over to the Hortons now, if that's all right with you.
Well, yes, of course.
Good. Okay, sport, let's go.
Am I going to see you again, Mama?
Oh, of course you will. It's just going to be a little while. And then I'm never going to leave you ever, ever again.
Good. Bye, Mom.
Goodbye, baby.
Goodbye, Mama.
Bye, sweetie. Bye-bye.
Let's go, Johnny. Come on. We'll be right back.
Yeah, okay.
You all right?
I'm fine. Thank you. Mrs. Stockton, why don't we sit down?
Thank you.
I'll make my calls in the kitchen. I want to make sure Mickey knows what's going on.
Thank you, Don.
Wow. Johnny has grown. He's such a handsome little boy.
Yes, he is.
I hear he had a wonderful time with your parents in Colorado.
My parents love him very much.
Dr. Evans, I don't know how I can ever thank you enough for what you've done for him. And I can see that you love him very much. And he loves you.
He's a wonderful little boy.
Well, I will be eternally grateful to you for what you've done. And I'll remember you in my prayers. But I think it's only fair to warn you that I am not the same lost person that I was. And I fully intend to fight for my son. If I have to.
Neither one of us. Now, I don't want to seem antagonistic. But my lawyer is going to be here. I want to make sure we don't make any mistakes.
Oh, I think that's an excellent idea. I fully agree. My lawyer thinks the same thing. He's waiting right downstairs.
Good. Tell me, do you really think you're capable of coping with having your son back?
Yes, I do. I certainly do. I know it's going to be up to me to prove that I'm able to take care of him. But I know I can.
I understand that you've divorced Johnny's stepfather.
Yes, I have. And I should have done it years ago. I was not well at that time, and I couldn't stand up to him. He abused me. He abused Johnny. And I let it happen. And I'll never forgive myself for that. Anyway, that's why I abandoned him. I couldn't protect him.
You abandoned him. That is child abuse.
Oh, I know that. I know, and I look back on it and I think, how could I have been so weak? But I've had therapy. I've had extensive therapy, and I understand what it was. I had very low self-esteem, very little caring for myself, and a lot of anger, and I suppose without realizing it, I took it out on Johnny.
What if Johnny wants to stay with me?
That would break my heart. But I don't think that's going to happen. I know he loves me. I know he wants his mama. I have a wonderful husband. And he's just waiting to give Johnny all the love that he needs and deserves.
I see.
Look, I understand that you and Detective Brady are going to be married.
Yes, we are. He's a wonderful man, too. Excuse me. Mickey, can you come right up, please?
I heard the buzzer. Was that Mick?
Yeah, he's coming right up.
You all right?
I'm all right, thank you. Thank you for coming right up.
Mr. Yarnell, Dr. Marlena Evans, Don Craig.
How do you do? Oh, you. Excuse me.
I ran into Mr. Yarnell in the lobby. I thought I should bring him up.
Yeah. Well, if you don't need me, I think I'll go.
Thank you for staying.
I'll be in the bar downstairs if you want me.
Yeah, thanks. Mrs. Stockton, I'm a little upset with you coming here early. That was not part of our agreement.
I'm very sorry. I know I was early, and I'm sorry.
It's quite understandable that she'd be anxious to see her son at this time.
Mickey, maybe it's all right. Maybe there wasn't that much damage done.
I hope not. Really, I do. I don't mean to be causing any trouble. I came here to get my son, and that's all I want.
I think that's where we disagree. All I want is what's best for Johnny. Whatever that is.
It's with Dr. Evans' parents.
And he was very well treated. He was taken to Colorado for his own protection.
Mickey, there's something I'd like to know.
Yes.
Mrs. Stockton, I understand why you abandoned Johnny. And I believe you did it for his own good. How do I know that's not going to happen again?
Well, I guess you don't. Unless somehow you could know how I felt every single day. Missing Johnny and longing for the day when I get him back again. Oh, after going through an agony like that, I would never, ever let him go again.
Don't you believe Johnny should have some say in that?
Yes, but do we need to ask him? You saw the look on his face when he saw me. He loves me. I'm still his mother.
But you certainly must know that Dr. Evans feels love too. She has loved Johnny. She has cared for him in a very difficult time in his life. You think it would be fair to ask Johnny now to choose between the two of you, to make that kind of a decision?
No. No, which is why I brought up what Dr. Evans saw today. I'm hoping that we can come to some decision here today.
But we are willing to go to court if necessary.
No. I don't want him dragged through a court. I don't want us to tear him apart.
I don't either, Dr. Evans. He's had enough unhappiness in his short life. I only want his happiness now.
I'm glad we agree on that.
I know how much pain this must be causing you.
It's very painful for me. But my feelings don't matter. And neither do yours. The look on Johnny's face when he first saw you will be with me for the rest of my life. He's my son too, you know. And I love him desperately. But if I have to give him up in order for him to be happy, then I am capable of doing that.
Please, Dr. Evans, I understand that. I see that you love him, and I don't want to tear him away from you. But my husband and I are going to move back into town. In here, to Salem, so he can go to the same school and have all the same friends. And you'll be able to see him as often as you want. Oh, Dr. Evans, if you love that boy, don't fight me on this. Please, don't fight me.